Hello. So a lot of you probably know me from previous Find a Cure events, as Rick has very kindly introduced me, so I don't have to. But I also do a lot of portrait photography. I'm really passionate about people's stories and how they interact with the world around them. I also do wedding photography. Again, that's really because I really love people in all shapes and forms. So today I'm here to talk to you about my new project for this year, titled 1 in 17. And, well, a lot of you probably know this statistic already because, rare diseases. But just to reiterate, it is the number of people in the UK who will be affected by a rare disease at some point in their lives. So I think the actual number is 3.5 million. But when you put it like that, 1 in 17, that's actually not such a small number at all, is it? And when I first heard this a few years ago, it really got me thinking, well, how did I not really know this? And I don't think a lot of people are aware of how common rare diseases really are. And I've done a lot of projects over the years, to do with portraits and people and how they spend their lives and what they like. But I really wanted to do something for Find a Cure because they're such lovely people and the work that they do is really inspiring. And also the patient groups that they work with are also, they've all inspired me. So I thought that I would like to do something to document the life of people with rare diseases. And let me just pull out a quote from The Good Agency. They're a branding agency in the UK. They work with charities and non-profits. And they say that people don't care about targets and mission statements. They care about making sure kids go to school, defending people's rights, curing cancer, and saving trees. And the more we connect them with the work being done, the more they'll do to help us achieve it. So there's actually been a lot of studies that were done about empathy, and the more abstract numbers get, the bigger numbers you quote at people, the less they'll engage. So I'd really like to focus on the individual, the person behind the numbers, and just the 1 in 17, if you know what I mean. So the idea is to have a format where I would really get in depth with each individual person who I talk to about their disease. I would like to document a day in their lives, or potentially a couple of days, logistically, depending on what's possible. And I'd really like to talk to them about how they live with their condition, what they think about the research that's being done or not done. In general, get to know them a little bit, looking beyond the disease as well, because I'm sure that's not what defines a lot of people, even though it might seem like that from the outside. So the plan for this, eventually, by the end of the year, I'd like to have a dedicated blog and social media to promote each story separately, putting a focus on the people, on the pictures equally as the stories. And if that gains traction, it should be really easily shareable to the general public as well, so that they can get an idea of who these people are. Because I'm sure you've seen on trains and on posters, when you see saying like, oh, here is an African girl, Aisha, help people like her and donate. It's not big numbers they're quoting at you, it's individual stories, and that's what I really like to do. And I really like to celebrate the work that even today, all the presentations that we've heard, they're all really equally inspiring, and I think there's not enough known of that in the general sphere of knowledge, really, outside this community. So that's the plan, but I would like to get a sneaky call for help, as it were, because it wouldn't be possible at all without actual rare disease patients who are willing to take part in this. So I hope that if you are a patient and you're interested in getting involved, or you just know someone who might be, or even if you just have any feedback about this, I would love to talk to you. My email's up there. It will also be in your delegate pack. So please do get in touch if there's anything that you'd like to do for this project. Thank you.